Hi, everyone. Well, as we all know, as humans, we have a tendency to try to understand our reality and to explain it. Now, those are two different things. When we want to understand, we mostly are searching for meaning, eventually a purpose, and we want to make sense of our life, our ongoing life, perhaps the past and the future, also as concepts that help us reason about it. Now, for science, it's a lot more important to explain things, meaning we are searching for the origins, the causes of the unfolding events in our world and in ourselves. So, in science, we consider sequences in time where, let's say, events A produce events B. They are the causes. When A happens, B will follow. Complex events, simple events, but we keep searching for the causes. Also, underlying this, perhaps because we like to control events. When we try to explain, we want also to get some power over reality, over unfolding things, over events. We can be able to foresee and produce stuff in our lives. Now, science has a tendency to try to understand, mostly to explain everything from causal sequences, and so what is happening now will be the product of the past. And to evolutionists, to Darwinists, of course, our biological reality is determined by the genes in our lives, because they produce our bodies, they organize them to some extent, or by events in the evolutionary history of the world, of animal species, of biological species of all kinds. So they are searching for origins, causes. And it is said that it was selection, natural selection, that actually produced our present day biological world, because there was competition mostly in the past. Now, that's interesting. That's a perspective. There is a lot about it that makes sense. However, there is a concept in science that is quite interesting to me, and this is the concept of attractor, meaning like a set of states towards a system or a group of systems are evolving. They are sort of attracted by this thing, this organizing principle, or this force, or this sort of magnet, and so they are evolving towards it. And so, in a certain way, explaining how systems might be behaving and evolving is not so much about their past, but about future, their future state they are walking towards. Well, this is quite scientific, widely accepted, but it's not so different, I would say, from the ancient esoteric idea that our world might be also marching towards something that belongs in, it's like a map, an organizing principle, an attractor, or perhaps a purpose coming from higher planes of substance, of vibration, of energy in our universe. Eventually, there would be a universal intelligence, a universal attractor, organizing our events, not from the past, but mostly from the future. So in myself, even, I would say that, of course, I feel that one part of my life has been organized, not so much by my past, but by my purpose or some hidden purpose unfolding through me and in me that might already be here, but will show up in a more explained way, a more concrete way, only in what we call the future. So, in a way, science has been catching up, perhaps, with old concepts to which many scientists have been sort of allergic in the past, meaning the concept of a purpose in life, a purpose in life everywhere, perhaps a purpose to the universe even. Well, we cannot test that, we cannot prove that, demonstrate that, but the idea of attractor became important. And who knows, perhaps even science might be organized by some attractor by itself. And this idea, in scientific ways, floats around some teleonomy, some direction of systems, while in the past, we also would talk about teleology, usually with some sort of religious implications, that there would be a creator force or there would be some universal intelligence indeed guiding the events. Indeed, I think this is a very interesting idea to think about. And it brings us towards a greater feeling of freedom. So perhaps there are organizing principles to our lives that belong mostly in the future, not so much in the past. Perhaps we are not just a product of past causes. Perhaps we might be self-organizing our destiny according to forces we generate, but also mysterious forces already operating all over the place. That's his idea. So, as usual, if you like this, comment, share, and subscribe the channel. And of course, help promoting it. See you.